This is Courthouse Case of the Week, where back in 08 we had a very interesting one. It's got quite a big response, specifically on YouTube. The topic was Penn State versus USC in the bowl game. Well, at the time, the bowl game had not took place. It has took place, and one team has won and one team has lost. So we bring on Josh Frketic and Josh Eisenberg. Sadly, no Brian Urso here, but I'm sure he'll put his 2 cents in.
Well, I didn't have to want to rip on him about his play of late. So.
Well,
you're going personal.
If he was going to take some out of me, I would have to talk about his points per game average now.
We'll deal with that another time. But right now, we are going to talk about the game that did take place. Yep. Penn State. I guess they played for pride come the end of the game. I'm just going to let you two go ahead and add it. I know it was a lot of words been waiting.
Go ahead.
He insisted that
and he will be wearing a USC shirt before the end of the season.
He
we just
insisted,
did not get him one yet.
Whoa. Bring this camera back to me. So let's bring the camera back to him. Let him go first.
Fine, I'll go first. There's no problem with that. Penn State played a heck of a second half. There's no doubt about that. But the fact of the matter is they did not come out to play in that second quarter, and that's where the Pioneers, where the Nittany Lions lost the game. They got outscored 24-0. Maybe an offsides call that he was about a helmet over the line of scrimmage, forced a fumble, but that didn't matter because it was negated by the offsides. But Penn State, for their credit, they did show that USC's defense is quite human. Daryl Clark, 273, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Unfortunately, Royster got hurt in that first half. He was averaging over 5 yards a carry. Would have been nice to see him the rest of the game. But, they played a heck of a second half, and they really showed that USC's defense is very vulnerable.
Well, I'll say they played a heck of a fourth quarter because the third quarter their offense still didn't show up. Yeah, Evan Royster got hurt. That's a big hit against your offense. But the fact of the matter is, I remember you saying that Penn State's defense is going to roll. Well, Mark Sanchez rolled over 400 yards, and he completed the highest completion percentage in Rose Bowl history, 4 touchdowns. He had no interceptions. This offense did not force turnovers, did not give up turnovers the entire game, and the defense did just enough. Daryl Clark, you said Daryl Clark's a great quarterback. You said Penn State's defense would do this.
USC's a great defense. That's a heck of a game going up against USC. But not another quarterback all year long has done that to USC's defense.
Well, the only person who had over 250 yards was Moivo for Oregon State against Penn State. Their defense is great, but they haven't played the caliber
I'm talking
of
about
Mark
USC's
Sanchez.
defense. USC's defense has not let up a passer like Clark has all year long. They did quite a heck of a job.
You can't compare those numbers because those are flawed numbers because it was 31-7 at half. They're gonna settle and they're gonna take it easy.
Royster's out of the game. They're gonna throw the football.
That's why the numbers are flawed. That's why the numbers are flawed.
It doesn't matter. He threw and picked apart that defense in the second half.
Okay.
You want to talk about the Penn State defense? I give kudos to Sanchez in that offensive line, mainly the offensive line, because they gave him time to throw the football. If Sanchez did not have the time to throw the football, he's not forward.
But you got to say, his footwork was there, a good position.
Because he had time to throw the football.
And it's also the fact that he's that much more of an elite quarterback than Daryl Clark. Mark Sanchez is brought up in the USC system.
I'm not sold on Sanchez.
Are you serious? He's one of the top 5 picks in the draft this year.
Give me 7 seconds to throw the football down the field. I'll tear up a defense too. You saw it yesterday with
What makes a great quarterback? Their offensive line. Exactly. But the fact of the matter is he can make the plays. The offensive line isn't throwing rockets
I hope he
down.
can make the
They're
plays.
not throwing 400
Bill
yards.
Stahl's got 7 seconds to throw the football, and Stahl can't throw it within 5 yards of the receiver.
They were giving Sanchez the time to throw. The offensive line didn't throw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He didn't make bad decisions like Daryl Clark did.
But the offensive line is the reason why Sanchez was able to do that. The fact that USC was able to establish a half-solid running game, which they did. They ran the ball pretty good to the outside, something that I didn't think they were going to be able to do. Mabin was, I don't even know if he played the game. Mabin might have been out the entire game because he didn't have, his usual 8 tackles and 3 sacks.
All right, let me ask.
It's the fact of the matter.
Let me ask this.